Oi, gente! I am here in Rio still. I know y'all are like, damn, you still in Rio? And I'm like, yeah, I'm still here. I have not moved. Edric's actually been getting text messages asking if we moved or if we quit our jobs or whatever the case may be. And no, we did not quit our jobs. No, we did not move. We're here for a nice long vacation. Much needed for Edric. He works really hard, and so he needed to get away. He's like, yes, I do. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys our apartment. It's actually really nice. The last apartment we rented last year was 2 years ago, was a studio. This one is a 2-bedroom. It's actually enough space for a 3-bedroom. The one next door to us is being renovated, and I was able to go inside and see it. And the area that's our living room is actually also like another bedroom there. So about to turn this camera around so y'all can see what apartments look like in Rio if you never have, or if you want to know what this building happens to look like. We're in Ipanema on Rua Teixeira de Melo, I think is how you pronounce that. At the end of the second line for the metro. So it's actually really close to the metro. It's really helpful so we can get everywhere that we need to go. Anywho, apartment time! By the way, Edric. And he does. Okay, so this is our front door. When you come in, this is our living area. It's pretty good. You can see where, like right up in here, you can see this actually would be a wall in the other apartment, but it's not. It's they opened it up so that we can have a nice large living area. We actually have so much space that Edric and Carlito moved the table to the wall over there so that I could have a full samba class with the Queen of the Pasistas, which are samba dancers from Salgueiro. So that was actually pretty cool. This is the dining room. So from the living room, if you turn behind you, there's the dining room. Nice setup here. And the door closes so that you can keep, the dining room and the kitchen separate. This is our kitchen. It's pretty tight, but it's functional. The dishwasher actually is like crazy small. The apartment came with like dishes, of course, and they're all too big for the dishwasher, go figure. So we actually still had to hand wash everything. Also, the glasses are too big for the dishwasher, so we had to hand wash those as well. It was really strange. I don't know what they expected us to put in the dishwasher, but whatever. Also, the oven is legit only big enough for us to put that in there. Just this. So the only thing we're able to cook is like pound your Queijo in the morning. I guess you could put a bird in there, but it's really, really shallow, as you can see, so it's really small. We have a full, like, American-sized refrigerator, which is actually really cool because I like to buy food, but we didn't, so all we got is leftovers and some fruit and water. And, of course, a bottle of cachaça, which is, like, bottom shelf here. Like, so in America, 5-1 is, like, what everybody drinks. But here in Brazil, it's like bottom shelf. So again, the apartment came with some stuff, basic cabinets and whatnot. The kitchen has no AC. It gets really hot in here, so thank God for the windows and thank God that the kitchen door opens up and you can let some AC come through, but it gets hot up in here. And then this is the maid's door. This is what killed me. I'm not used to this. So we have our front door that we came through where Edric is standing. And then we have the maid's entrance or the service entrance. And outside in the hall, which Edric is going to show you guys. Yeah, I think he's the only one. One of us has a key that works and one of us doesn't. There we go. Outside in the hall is where the maids and such enter, and they have to come up the stairs. We're on the 8th floor, and it's hot in this hallway. It's crazy hot in this hallway. But this is where the trash goes. Oh, hello, I'm still out here talking to people. Anyway, I guess I'm not allowed to be out there, whatever. But there's also the washroom where we have a washing machine and a dryer. So I've been able to do laundry while I'm here. I didn't have to bring quite as much stuff. This contraption here is the water heater for the bedroom that Edric and I share. So every time we want to take a shower, we actually have to plug it up because for some reason the water heater for the kitchen and the hall bathroom function naturally. I guess it's like built in, but for some reason ours actually requires us to plug in the heater. And then this room is the maid's room and like storage for the maid's stuff. So like the kitchen, this workroom area. This is all whatever your domestic's name is. This will be all her area. There's also a window here for her to open up because, like I said, it does not have AC in the maid's quarters anywhere. But this door is locked. But being the person that I am, you know, I found a way in that room. I basically had to like pick a lock. In this apartment, I picked a lock. It's like a skeleton. Okay, so all the doors operate from skeleton keys. So this is the key to like the washroom. This one was a little bit different. The door to the maid's room is a little bit different. So I figured out, I was like looking in the hole trying to figure it out. But this is a stove in the kitchen, by the way. It's like really small. I showed y'all the oven. What I do like is that the stove is covered up here. And when you want to cook, you lift that up and turn it on. It's gas. But it also has like a built-in backsplash there with this thing. So it's kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the corridor to the apartment. So dining room, as you guys saw. Living area. Oh, before I go into the bedroom, show you guys the balcony. So these shades are jammed now. I think we were doing a little too much, but they're jammed so they don't move anymore. But we have a really nice view of the Plaza General Osorio, the General Osorio Plaza. It's like a park in the middle of Ipanema. It's kind of small, but it actually is really pretty when you walk through. The trees are great. And in the morning, some mornings they have like a hippie, like not a hippie fair, but a farmer's market. So there's like tents all along the park and you can walk through, and we bought some fruit, got some really, really good mangoes and some lychees. And I tried a fruit that my girl Sabrina told me about called the Chicuba or something like that, something I cannot pronounce. Chicuba. It is so good, oh my God, and you can only get it in Brazil. It only grows here from what I believe. So yeah, it's Christmas time, obviously. So here is those lights that you see all in this area. That's actually a favela. That is Canta Gallo, whatever. And it's, you know, a lot of the people who work in Ipanema, they all come down and they walk along the road. So we have a couple of restaurants downstairs that we go to. We pretty much eat at all of them. They're pretty good. So this is our neighborhood. Okay, now we're going into the corridor. Like I said, everywhere has doors so we can keep the AC in the living room. That's the AC unit. It blows really, really softly, so I keep the doors shut at all times. Like the door to the kitchen is usually closed because I want to keep the AC in the living room. So in the corridor, we have a bathroom and 2 bedrooms. This is the corridor bathroom. It's pretty nice size. Good shower, big shower actually. Some shelving so you can store things. So this is the bathroom. I'm actually not using this bathroom. Our friend Carlito came with us and he's using this bathroom. Edric and I have a bathroom, an ensuite bathroom in the bedroom that we're in. So here we go. This is his bedroom. I'm not gonna go in there. That's his personal space. But this is our bedroom. And it's just a closet. Don't judge me. We've been here over a week. It's a little messy. We're coming up on 2 weeks. But hang up our clothes on either side. We got some drawers and stuff like that. And so this is our closet. And then we have our bedroom. It's very simple, basic, exactly what we need. Nice fleece blanket. It's actually quite hot here, even with the AC on. It's still pretty hot. Just, you know, blinds to show. We don't have a view of the city like Carlito in the living room. We actually have a view of like a courtyard, which kind of sucks. but that's okay because I got the ensuite bathroom. But here is our bathroom. All my products and such as you guys see, and the toilet, and it's a stand-up shower. So no, there is not a tub here, but you know, it's a good sized bathroom. Edric and I are both able to function in here just fine. The windows are kind of old school. You pull the lever and they open. So, you know, old school bathroom. But this is it. This is our apartment.
Yeah, great place for vacation, but it's just way too expensive.
Every bedroom, both bedrooms have their own AC unit that blow in here. It makes it much cooler. Because it is hot. I keep telling y'all it's hot. Like, that is not a joke. This phone is supposed to work. It doesn't. It's supposed to be where you call that. The front desk calls us just in case someone comes. But typically, it doesn't work because they're renovating pretty much everything on our floor. We don't, you know, a lot of the stuff doesn't work yet. But this is our apartment, you guys. We were looking at a lot of other places, but something that I learned was that it can be sketchy getting apartments in other countries. So I understand why people don't want to. I totally understand why people don't want to rent an apartment in another city, because you don't know what you're walking into other than the photos that they've shown you. But we did Airbnb, which was not my first choice. I actually had another company in mind, but the guys seemed to be trying to start a bidding war between us and another couple, and we basically were like, well, go ahead and give them the apartment for that price. We'll find something else. Don't worry about it. So the Airbnb, it worked out perfectly. This space is it's actually quite large. It's a lot larger than I thought it was going to be, actually. And so it worked out. And there are some challenges here in Rio. Yeah, I think I mentioned them in another live video. There are some challenges. It's not for everybody. Patience is a virtue that one must have when they're visiting here.
Not to mention the rich and poor, like there's no separation.
Yeah, everything is right there together. So like,
down the street and you're in a favela. So
yeah, like right up the top of the street is the entry to the favela. So it is kind of what it is. This isn't $1 million apartment, and you still have to deal with issues like the sewage for one. Every now and then the smell gets backed up in the building. It smelled like straight ass for a couple of hours every day. It really does smell like sewage every day for a couple of hours, and it sucks. And it's a different time every day that it happens. And then we had our Wi-Fi go out when we got here. We had somebody had to flip the breaker. So because the electricity was out, like everything was out when we got home one night at like 11 o'clock at night. And so thankfully the building has a doorman, and so we were able to talk to him, and he was able to flip the breaker. The issues that Edric is talking about is like the proximity to poverty, and that like we go around the corner and there's, you know, what people call the street kids asking for money or food or whatever the case may be. At the top of the hill, at the end of our street is actually the entry to the favela. Brazil has many. Going this way is the favela, going that way is Ipanema Beach. And so it's one block this way and maybe 2 blocks that way. So you really do get, it's an interesting mix of things. Everybody's kind of side by side. You also have the issue of, and I mean, not to make this a race thing or anything, but I think the doorman rotates, so it's not the same guy all the time, all day. And so whenever they would first see us, they would basically try to shoo us to the service entrance. And we're not here for that. We have paid to live in this apartment, you know, paid a good amount of money to live in this apartment. So you still are dealing with that type of thing as well. Yeah, so you don't have to be fluent in Portuguese when you come here, but you do need to know something, because you probably there will be people who will assume that either that you're from here, or that you're stupid. Let's go ahead and put that out there. They'll, try to, rip you off because you're a gringo and you don't speak Portuguese, and they will try to do what they can to hurt you. And I think that's kind of true across the board in other countries, where they speak a different language. But I don't take it personal. Like I said, I think that being able to speak Portuguese helps. Being able to speak Portuguese definitely helped when we rented this apartment, because the guy doesn't speak any English. He basically was using a translator to communicate, and then finally he asked, "Do you speak Portuguese?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I speak enough," and we've been able to communicate. So when we had the issues like the sewage or the Wi-Fi or the electricity or the iron fell off the board and broke, and we had to I was so ashamed to tell him that I broke the iron, but he just, got another one. It was no big deal. So again, I would encourage people to, visit another country, visit Brazil if you're interested. Rio is a really big city. We've been here for almost 2 weeks, and we haven't done
stuff a couple blocks.
Yeah, there are things a few blocks away that we haven't seen. Go ahead, you want to talk?
Not really.
There's so many things that we haven't done. We just got home from Lapa, where the aqueducts or the Arcas de Lapa are, and we saw the Escadaria de Celeron again. And it started to rain on us because we were gonna try to walk into Santa Teresa, but it started raining on us, and so we decided to just come back, get something to eat at the restaurant at the foot of the stairs, which was actually pretty good. I think it's called Ximenes, and it was actually pretty good. Ximenes, and it was actually really good. And so Ximenes. The S at the end has the shush sound if you're a Carioca. But we are about to shower after being out in the streets all day walking around, and then I got some capoeira stuff I'm really excited about. So I got my calças, I got my pants for capoeira for 2017. We're coming home pretty soon. We'll be home on Sunday. But if you guys have any questions, I am on Facebook from time to time. You guys know you can reach me on WhatsApp. Otherwise, everybody be safe out there. We're doing our best to be safe here. That's all the messages that I'm getting, is for everybody to wish us being safe and being healthy and happy, and that's what we're trying to do here. So hope you guys enjoyed seeing the apartment, and I will talk to you later. Say bye, Edric.
Ciao, boa noite.
Bye.